What should you eat to build muscle? The age-old question. Should you eat this or that? What is better? Today, I'm gonna answer that for you. I'm gonna give you my top 5 anabolic foods to build as much muscle as possible. All right, we're gonna get right into this today. First one on the list is good old chicken breast, a bodybuilding staple. Why is this the most anabolic food that you can eat? Well, the way I like to look at chicken breast is the gap filler. What does that mean? Chicken breast is an easy way to hit your protein intake. And it's really lower in calories and it's all basically protein. So it's the gap filler. When you're short on protein, nothing beats grabbing a chicken breast to fill that. In about one chicken breast is about 25 grams of protein, 4 ounces give or take, is about 25 grams of protein. So again, if you need more protein, 50 grams of protein, 8 ounces of chicken goes a long way. Super easy to cook, super convenient to make. You can pick it up anywhere, you can get it anywhere. So if you're out to eat and need protein, you can get chicken almost anywhere. So number 1, chicken. Like I said, it's the gap filler. It's gonna help you to hit your protein intake. Relatively easy, and it's pretty versatile. You can make it taste like whatever you want. You can put all these different seasonings on it or whatever and change it up. That's why it's a bodybuilding staple. That's why it's my number 1 when it comes to anabolic foods that you should be eating to build muscle. Now, food number 2 is ground beef, and it's specifically lean ground beef, 90% and higher. I never like to eat below that. But the reason why I like lean ground beef over steaks and other things. Listen, don't get me wrong. I love a steak. I love a good steak. But the problem with steaks, they're a pain in the ass to measure. You're never really sure what kind of cut you get, how much fat's gonna be in it. It's pretty inconsistent. Versus if you get like a 96% lean ground beef, it's easier to track. Plus, it's a little bit easier and more convenient to kind of cook. You can throw it in a pan, cook it quick. But the reason why it's anabolic food number 2 is not only for convenience, but it's full of B vitamins, iron, and other nutrients for muscle building that are important. Beef has been a staple in bodybuilding diets for so long. You know, you'll see the stigma is chicken and steak to build muscle. Well, like I said, not that I don't like steak. I love steak. I'll get a steak anywhere, but it's just more convenient to have ground beef. That's why I like ground beef. Pretty easy and versatile to make as well. And you could easily portion it out. You know, they usually come in like the pounds of ground beef. You cut it in half, that's 8 ounces, and there you go, you got enough protein and fats to fuel muscle building, which is what we want. And again, it's also loaded with nutrients. All right, that was my anabolic food number 2. Number 3, and this one I didn't think you saw coming, salmon. Now, I know what you're thinking. Yeah, I know salmon is really healthy. You should have salmon for the omega-3s, but do you actually know what that even means? Salmon is a really good source of protein, 1. 2, the omega-3s are vital for building muscle, and here's why. The more omega-3s you kind of take in, the better your insulin sensitivity is going to be. And what that means is insulin sensitivity means how your body's able to handle carbohydrates. So for example, if you're insulin sensitive, meaning that your body does not take in insulin well, every receptor on your body has like an opening, right? And then the carbs come along, and it goes into the cell, right? Now, when someone's insulin sensitive, insulin resistant, there's blocked. The opening is blocked. So the food can't get into, the nutrients can't get into the cell, and then it just keeps floating around your body. Now, when you take in adequate amounts of omega-3s, it kind of scrubs away what's blocking it. So now your muscles can absorb the carbohydrates and food that you're taking in. So the goal is to be as insulin sensitive as possible so your muscles soak up more of these nutrients and not the body fat. So that's why salmon is my anabolic food number 3, because it's so important to get those omega-3s in. Yes, you could take an omega-3 pill and all this other stuff, you do fish oil and all this stuff, but salmon's a good source of protein and it has your omega-3s. Omega-3s also have a ton of other benefits as well. It's good for your overall health and things like that, but who cares about health? We just want to get huge. So have your salmon every week if you can, at least 2 to 3 pieces, just for the omega-3s, so your body is more insulin sensitive and more of the food that you eat goes toward the muscle and not toward body fat. All right, food number 4, good old eggs. Can't go wrong with eggs. Eggs are, 1, they're delicious. 2, they are jam-packed with nutrients. Now, the reason why I kind of pause here is because somebody is gonna ask me in the comments, I already know, what about egg whites? Now, egg whites are good, but I would put egg whites in the class with kind of chicken. They're that gap filler. they're the food that's gonna help you just hit your protein intake, because when you have just egg whites, it's pure protein. But by having the whole eggs, you're gonna get the benefits of what comes with the yolk, all the nutrients. And again, it's also a good calorie filler. You know, in one egg is around 6 grams of protein and 5 grams of fat. So if you need more protein, more calories in your diet, having eggs is a quick, easy way that's not gonna take up a lot of room in your stomach to get more calories in. And it's easy. Like I said, it's easy. You can mix these meals up, some beef with eggs and make like a nice stir fry. You know, you could kind of mix and match these different protein sources, but eggs are really convenient as well. So that's why I put eggs as number 4 and not egg whites. Egg whites would kind of be with chicken. What came first, chicken or the egg? I guess it's up for you to decide. All right, number 5, and the 5th most anabolic food here that I think that you should eat to put on more muscle, white rice. Again, it's not a protein here, which is probably a little bit confusing because you're like, well, proteins are the anabolic foods, but it's not just protein. White rice is probably the best form of carbohydrates that you can eat when it comes to building muscle. Why? Because when you eat white rice, it's easy to digest. It's not gonna sit in your stomach. It's not gonna make you feel bloated. You're gonna get a little bit of an insulin spike having it, and it's gonna help shuttle the other nutrients into the muscle cell. So white rice is really good. It's also another calorie filler. Cheap, relatively easy to make, relatively easy to store, and you could mix and match all these things. You want an anabolic meal? You could take 3 of these foods. Take your ground beef, take your white rice, take your eggs, mix them all up in a pan. You have a nice hearty meal that's gonna help you to grow, help you to put on more muscle, and be super anabolic. So those are my top 5 anabolic foods that you should be eating to build muscle. Now, if you made it this long through the video, I wanna thank you for being here, but I also have a gift for you. If you click in the comments below, I have a free 6-week training program that I'm gonna give you absolutely free, no strings attached. You can go right to my website, pick that up, download that. And until next time, this was Anthony, AB Fitness, and I'll catch you on the next one. Remember, 70% of your results will come from what you eat. Nutrition is the foundation for your success, and small changes can make a big difference. Our nutrition coaching program is designed to provide you with personalized support and guidance to reach your goals faster, regardless of where you live. If you're interested in taking your nutrition to the next level, click the link to find out more.